Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Ready.
Now back to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good 1st step right there.
Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Hall. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for James Conner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On first and 10 is Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hall again on second down.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
79 Broncos. Drop 50.
Hall again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw here. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Connor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Here we go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Next way.
They run behind center with Connor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll look to throw here. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Give to Hall running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before,
touchdown! Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That's complete to Slayton. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
He's got a man, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll toss this out right for Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And some space here.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Yellow, 1.
Here's a handoff to Connor.
93 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Blue check. Ready?
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A give running right is counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 21 yards there on 3rd down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once again, it's Connor. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Jets 35, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. He'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Jets first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson, 28 yards. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run here with Connor. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
James Conner.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, a run with Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the handoff, Connor. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Zach Ertz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that debt. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He finds Wilson, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he comes back with one complete. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Okay, ready? Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well.